As most days, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Menton, and we are starting the day with a nice walk along the seaside towards Cap Martin. After burning a few calories at least, we are headed to the food market to pick up some breakfast items that we can prepare in our kitchen back in the apartment. I think one of the best ways to get to know a city is actually to visit the food market. You get a really good sense about the local cuisine that is happening there, and it's just a joy walking around the different aisles and seeing what is up for trade. And there's so many different things here that you can pick up for your breakfast or maybe a picnic lunch, like different type of charcuteries or pâtés and other kinds of meat products, and there's a whole array of course of different cheeses. It's a really nice bakery here that is run from the Mirassou restaurant group that is called Menton. And of course you will find plenty of fresh vegetables and fish and other stuff as well. And if you're in that mood, why not pick up a few different oysters and buy a bottle of champagne and have a really good, luxurious breakfast here on the French Riviera. So we ended up buying a few different items for our breakfast, like fresh mozzarella, cœur de bœuf tomatoes, there was an olive mix, some fresh fruit, and we had a few different pâtés. So it's a rillette made from goose, it was foie gras, and also a terrine made of rabbit, a few different cheeses, butter, of course a nice baguette. And all this together is just fantastic to enjoy your breakfast here on the balcony with a nice view over Menton. After that light breakfast, we are hitting the beach for a few hours, and when we come back we are gonna have lunch at La Trattoria, which is an amazing Italian restaurant in the middle of Menton. This family-owned restaurant is a real staple for us to go to when we're down here on the coast, and the reason for that is that the quality of the core ingredients that they are using are really high, and it's a really friendly and nice atmosphere to sit in this restaurant. For main course I had the grilled pulpo, which was extremely tender and enjoyable to eat and had a really nice seafood flavor and a char type of outer crust there from the grill. And then just a plain garnish there with some simple potatoes, some zucchini and carrot bits and a squeeze of lemon on top. Simple but really good. Finishing up our lunch here with a nice pavlova consisting of some nice fresh berries. We had some vanilla ice cream and cream inside, and poured on top was a raspberry coulis. And the meringue here was really nice and crispy and chewy inside, and that is maybe not the easiest thing to have due to the heatness and moist in the air around these areas. And then after that I ordered a grappa. We are in an Italian restaurant after all, and that is always good to digest your food with. And as always in this restaurant you are offered a small free limoncello to end your meal with. After a well-deserved nap we are finding our way up to Place du Cap to enjoy a pre-drink before dinner, and I absolutely love sitting in this area and just looking at people walking around, coming up late from the beach or walking out to have a nice dinner in the city. It's absolutely wonderful just to sit here and enjoy life. For dinner we are taking quite a long walk up to Casa Fuego, which is run and operated by Mauro Colagreco, and Mauro is the owner of one of the most famous restaurants down here on the French coast, and that is called Mirassou and has 3 Michelin stars. In this restaurant Mauro shows his origin from Argentina and is grilling a variety of different meats, but have a quite extensive menu with many different items on here. As Mirassou, the view out from this restaurant is just absolutely spectacular, and seated down at the table we were offered a small toasty with some really good quality mortadella. And for starters we went with a variety of different things, and of course we wanted to try his empanadas that were consisting of 2 different flavors. We also had some charcuteries, that was a salami with some fennel inside, and on the side of that was a small toasty with some kind of a buttercream, almost like a foam. And then of course we had to try the famous iconic dish from down here, that is fleur de courgette, that is fried in almost like a tempura batter, making it really light and crispy. The empanadas tasted amazing, and one was filled with a meat filling and one had some corn inside, and the dipping sauce was really nice and fresh. And also, I mean, the salami, really good quality, and that butter toast on the side was also really nice to eat. And then of course the fleur de courgette, which is not easy to make a batter that light and crispy, because it's so easy that this can be quite heavy and soggy, which is not so pleasant to eat, but here it was just absolutely perfect. A really good start of the dinner. For mains we went with a really good quality steak here, and on the side of that was kind of a rusty with some potato and onions inside, and also some spinach leaves on top of that one. And also we had the onglet de boeuf, which had a side of sweet potato puree and a really good quality sauce that was poured on the side there, and really nice and colorful that plate was. The beef here was of really good quality, and you can tell that because when you're tasting the meat it has almost that blue cheese type of a character, and it's absolutely packed of umami. And also that nice side dish here, not taking over, very light type of flavors and just giving a good supplement and some more filling to the dish here on the side. Really good. And then we go to the onglet de boeuf here with the sweet potato puree. More succulent and more things happening on the flavor palette, but equally good and really nice there to have the contrast between the sweet potato puree and the deep sauce and the meat coming together in a really nice way. Very good. After that fantastic meal, we took a walk down to the city in the darkness and stopped by the Ferris wheel to take a spin on that and see the city from above. And that brings closure to day one, and now we're gonna have some well-deserved sleep, and when we wake up we have a new day full of eating. A new day and a new morning walk, and today we're gonna go around the whole of Cap Martin, and I absolutely love taking this walk. It's a really good distance, it's a little bit curvy and up and down, and you will definitely burn a few calories here, but the most important thing is of course the scenery, and it's so beautiful having the ocean on your side all the way around. And about halfway through, Monaco will start up here with Monte Carlo in its fullest, and it's just such an impressive view to see all of those really big yachts lying there. Back in Menton, and we are gonna visit our favorite bakery, Jean-Luc Pelly, and it's such an amazing place to go into every morning and get your freshly baked baguettes and other pastry items that they have there, and just seeing all the assortment that they have, from ready-made sandwiches and salads and all the different small desserts that they offer, to the more pastry offers with the croissants and pain chocs and other regional things that they have here. I really enjoy this place, and everything is perfectly cooked every day, and just coming here and enjoying a small espresso together with a croissant is just a great start of the day. After a quick swim, it's time for some exploration, and today we're going across the border into Italy and Ventimiglia. And that's what's so good about Menton. There's so many nice places surrounding there that is reachable by car in a really fast way. So if you want to go to Nice, that's around half an hour drive, and a little bit further down to Antibes. And if you want to go up the mountains, let's say to Es or Turbie, it's not far, and it's so nice to make these day trips into some nearby nice cities and grab a quick lunch. And the reason why we like to come here is because down by the harbor there's a really nice restaurant called Pasta Basta. And they make all of the pastas here by hand in the kitchen, and how you do it is that you will choose the pasta kind that you will like, and then you will have a whole array of different sauces to choose from, and they will cook that to you and come up in a sharing bowl so you can enjoy it with your family. The kids absolutely love this because, I mean, being able to choose the favorite pasta that they like together with their favorite sauce is just so enjoyable for them also, and it's such a lovely restaurant to come to here. And do you have the option to do that, take a little bit of a day trip from Menton. It's absolutely worth it. back in Menton, and of course we're gonna have an afternoon ice cream, and the best spot to do that is at Tutti Frutti. And this place is run by a man called Richard, and he's an absolutely fantastic person. When you walk past his shop early in the morning, he will be standing in the kitchen cooking all the ice creams from scratch using fresh ingredients. And when you walk home in the evening, he will still be there, making sure that the quality is held up to his standard. Fantastic homemade ice creams, and it's a real joy to come here. After wandering through the evening market, we are starting to get a little bit hungry again, and tonight we're gonna visit one of our favorite spots here in Menton, and that restaurant is called Little Italy. This is such a nice place, and we absolutely love coming here because they don't mess around with the food. They're just using high quality ingredients served in a nice and simple way, and that's really Italian cuisine in a nutshell, isn't it? Like for example, they have a pasta shop here next door, and they're using that pasta in many of the different items that they have on the menu, serving that up just with some fresh seafood that they've sourced in the market in the morning, together with some olive oil and lemon, and just keeping it like that, but the ingredients really speak out in a really good way. My favorite on the menu is the seafood spaghetti. It's really good priced, and I mean, having a fresh pasta together with a really light and nice tomato sauce and a lot of fresh seafood. It's so good, and it's so nice to sit and enjoy that with a glass of rosé wine. So this is absolutely one of our best picks in Menton, and I really hope that you have liked this video, which has been a little bit unusual from the rest of the reviews that we're doing on this channel, but we just wanted to give a little bit more insight of one of our favorite places to spend the summers. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like and subscribe, and until next time, bye bye.